What's up, it's Silly City and you're watching Hawaii Behind the Records episode number 27, and this week we're gonna continue with our road to live sets. And yeah, the goal is basically to complete a little bit our kit that we built last week, and what we're gonna do is like add in some samples. For each machine we're gonna add a layer to it, and basically we're gonna start with the kick, where we're gonna add a different kick that we record with this microphone. We're gonna do with the same thing with the snare, the rim and the clap. Then for the voices in the middle, where usually the toms are, I want to add in some more like melodic parts. So I'm gonna sample in the bass. I already did that, but this time I'm gonna also use an amplifier to distort it a little bit. Same thing for the guitar, especially the guitar sound was really on a low volume, so it had some unwanted noise there. I'm gonna also record like one note of the keyboard just to have that and play around with that thing. And then I think I'm also gonna add a voice sample, like just me saying something. Play around with that. And for the like top layer where the heads are, we're gonna just record some percussions, and that again gonna be with this microphone, and we're just gonna use some things that are gonna be around here. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So for the kick, we're just gonna use like this wooden plate here and kick on it, hit on it, sorry, and then like we can press function and yes to start recording. Now it's recording my voice, so just let me quickly stop that, and then I start with the sampling of the kick. When I press function and yes, I can pre-listen to it. Here are a couple of good samples in there, so I'm just gonna like chop them up and save them. And one thing that's important, like you can like go in here and see where the note starts, but I also always make sure to like include a tail even after you don't see some audio wave, because you lose some of the sound sometimes. So I'm not gonna make it in too much detail because it's just gonna take up some time. I don't think it's really necessary, so I just select this part here and I press yes to trim, then save. And the nice thing about those samples is like they stay, like I can always use them. And that's something I usually didn't do, even though I sampled something or like recorded it. I didn't use it in a library to reuse it. And here it's like quite organic and easy to do. This one I like because it has like a second hit afterwards. It can maybe be useful if you just want to play around at some point. And you can always like trim it afterwards, or like use the amp just like to remove it. The nice thing is it always like saves the, even though you trim it, it like saves the whole sample and you can go back to like cut again from it. So that's nice. You could also save the whole sample, but I think like now I just use the parts that I want and then like simply have them like ready. And now we have like 8 kicks. Maybe you can add this one. Then I have like 9 kicks from one recording, and it took me like 3-5 minutes, something like that. I don't know. This one sounds a little deep, but it's actually nice. So I think I'm gonna add it into. Where is it? Is it 0 there? Yeah, one recording, like 5 minutes. But now I have like 10 different kicks I can always use, just like from this little sampling sesh. And yeah, let's continue with the snare. So now we can like press function and note, discard this whole thing. Then it's like again free, and we can think of how can we sample a snare. And now I actually have an idea what I wanted to do, and that's like Skrillex sampled like a can opening for a snare, and so I'm just gonna quickly get a can. Back. So excited for that. Here should be some nice things. And now you can hear like the tail is missing a bit, so I go a little bit back. Tedious work, but it's worth it. And like you can always cut the sample later. Let's work our way back from here. We have this little sound here. This is more like a percussion to me. So I should talk less and focus more. Next up, we're gonna yeah, add the guitar, bass, and the piano. So let me just quickly change the setup, and then I'll be back. All right, we back, and now we can record like the instruments, and I think I'm just gonna start with the bass. And here I'm just gonna record like one note and not like more hits, because I already have some bass samples, and yeah. Difficult. Like, yeah, as you can see, this is a really like improvised recording, like sampling studio or setup. But yeah, it is what it is. It has to work out. Now it sounds like nice and loud. And I'm just gonna play the C1 so I can just like use it afterwards to play properly. And I'm just gonna let it ring out because, like, yeah, it sounds nice, but you can always cut it afterwards. So maybe it's like a little bit over tuning or a little bit too loud. Like, I'm not an expert in that sound engineering stuff yet. But yeah, let's just like start with saving that, and like along the way we will figure it out. So we can already assign that one here. Then next I'm gonna add the guitar. Here we're just gonna add like a simple, like, yeah, mid C or something like that. So let's go. Oops. Yeah, use this high C. And then just be like. Then we have to adjust in, where is it? In track, pad scale. What kind of scale you want, and I always, or like most of the time, use like just a classic minor scale, because I'm most used to it, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so the first samples are already assigned, because like when I put them onto like the pads and assign them, they're already in the project. But for all the others that I've recorded, they are not yet, so I'm gonna select them. Then we can be like load to project, confirm, then it loads up all the samples. Then I have to scroll down to get like the fresh samples. So this is already with the LFO in it. I actually like this one. Then here we can go to a snare sample. I think we can stay in the snares, there were some nice things. Sorry, got lost. So let's go first to the cowbell, because I heard it here in the snare. Oh, I wanted to also add some ambience. Oh, oopsie. So I'm not 100% satisfied with the vocal. Sure. Alright, so I lost myself a little bit there, but for me this is like a good reason why I like to use samples, like with these bass sounds and sometimes with the adjustment that you already have on the machine, like you can create really nice sounds, and especially by just sampling an instrument, you can just play it afterwards on there, which gives it another nice dimension, especially for the whole live approaches. So yeah, I think we're just gonna listen in. Those are like basic patterns. So I didn't even do a fill or something. Um, but yeah, it's chill, nice, and just like the focus is more on the whole sampling. And yeah, next week we're gonna sample a little bit more. I think for the next 2 episodes we're gonna sample a little bit more, because like if you have nice and like original sounds on the device, like it's nicer to play with them, and it's just like I like to do it that way, and I'm really looking forward to it. So next week we're gonna focus a little bit more on those devices here, and then we're gonna see what we can do after that. I think we're also gonna just do like one sampling of serum beats, or like serum sounds that I'm gonna create. But yeah, you're gonna see this in the next couple of episodes. Until then, stay healthy, have a nice week, and yeah, see you then. Bye.